Hello, welcome to Ravishankar's Botany NEET online classes. Today I am going to talk about one of the important topic in morphology of flowering plant, that is the flower. Flower is a modified condensed shoot of a plant. A flower is a modified condensed a shoot of a plant. Condensed a shoot of a plant is called a flower. This is the site of sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction in plants. Sexual reproduction in plants. Flower, actually, the floral organs are raised from the thalamus of a flower. That is, the stalk of the flower is called pedicel. Stalk of the flower is called pedicel. The tip of the pedicel, just swollen, is called thalamus. Thalamus is receptacle. Why it's called receptacle? Because the other floral organs are raised from this thalamus, such as calyx, corolla, and pistil, or otherwise called gynoecium. Gynoecium and andrecium. This is andrecium. Calyx, corolla together called accessory organs of a flower. Accessory organs of a flower, because they provide a protection and support to this flower. That's why they are called accessory organs. Whereas andrecium and gynoecium or pistil will be called essential organs. Essential organs of a flower, because these are directly involved in sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. That's why they are called essential organs of the flower. Suppose in a flower, if all these structures are present, if all these floral organs are present, such flower is called a bisexual flower. Bisexual flower or hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite, or otherwise called perfect flower. Perfect flower. Or else any one of this structure are missed out in this, especially andrecium and gynoecium, will be called imperfect flower. They are called unisexual flowers. Unisexual flowers, or otherwise called imperfect flowers. Imperfect flowers. Imperfect flowers. Right. Now this is about flower is a modified condensed shoot of a plant is called a flower. Flower is actually it is a site of sexual reproduction of a flowering plant, and actually the flower is having the different organs. All these organs are raised from the receptacle part of pedicel, which is called thalamus. From the thalamus, all these organs are developed in a flower. The stalk of the flower is called pedicel. If pedicel is present, they are called pedicellate flowers. If pedicel is not present, they are called sessile flowers. Sessile flowers. Sessile flowers. These sessile flowers are otherwise called non-pedicellate flowers. Right. The outermost structure, which is called a calyx. The calyx is composed by green leaf-like structures which are called sepals. Sepals. They provide a protection to inner parts of the flower. And a corolla is composed by a colored, attractive, attractive leaf-like structures which are called pedals. These pedals are indirectly helping to sexual reproduction because they are attracting the insects for pollination. That's why they are indirectly are helping for sexual reproduction. So therefore, these are not directly involved in the sexual reproduction, but they are indirectly they are helping for sexual reproduction. That's why these are called accessory organs of the flower. And the essential organs such as pistil or gynoecium is a female reproductive organ. Androecium is a male reproductive organ. Androecium is composed by stamens. Stamens. And gynoecium is composed by carpels. Stamen. Each stamen as stamen. About the stamens and the carpels, in the earlier videos I have discussed about it. You can watch them, right? Now, if androecium and gynoecium both are present in a flower, will be called bisexual flower or hermaphrodite or perfect flower. Suppose any one of these essential organs will be missed out, they are called unisexuals. If androecium or stamens are present in a flower, staminate flower, if gynoecium will be present, it will be called carpellate flowers or pistillate flowers. That's about that. And now we are going to talk about symmetry of the flower. Symmetry. Symmetry of flower. So what is symmetry? The arrangement of floral organs over thalamus. The mode of arrangement of floral organs over thalamus will be called as symmetry. The arrangement of floral organs over thalamus will be called symmetry. Based on this arrangement, we have three types of symmetry. One is actinomorphic symmetry. The other one is zygomorphic symmetry. The other one is asymmetric symmetry. Actinomorphic symmetry is otherwise called radial symmetry. Zygomorphic symmetry is otherwise called bilateral symmetry. Asymmetric symmetry is otherwise called irregular symmetry. These are the other terms for this each category. Next, actinomorphic symmetry example CDM. That means China rose, Datura, mustard, or the example for this actinomorphic symmetry. And zygomorphic symmetry example, P bean, Cassia, Gulmohar are the example for zygomorphic symmetry. And asymmetric symmetry example, Kanna. What is actinomorphic symmetry? Actinomorphic symmetry means, see, the flower, the arrangement of flower, based on this arrangement, if you pass the plane of division at any vertical lane, if you pass the plane of division at any vertical lane through the main axis, center axis, then the entire flower is divided into two equal halves. Such even all the organs also will be equally shared into two halves. Such a dissected flower will be called actinomorphic symmetry. Such arrangement of floral organs over the axis of a pedicel will be, or thalamus, will be called as a actinomorphic symmetry. So that is these are the example for this actinomorphic symmetry. And the example for zygomorphic symmetry, actually this in flower, the actinomorphic symmetry, the floral symbol will be like a doctor symbol. For this zygomorphic, it is a percentage symbol, is the indication for the floral symbol for zygomorphic symmetry. And now this zygomorphic symmetry only when the flower, the arrangement of floral organs over this axis, if the plane of division passes only through vertical lane, only one plane through the axis, through the center of this axis, then only it divides into two equal halves. Otherwise, it will not divide into two equal halves. Such arrangement of floral organs over the thalamus of a flower will be called zygomorphic symmetry or bilateral symmetry. Asymmetric symmetry, here the flower, if you pass the plane of division at any direction or any plane, it cannot be divided into two equal halves. Such flower will be called as a asymmetric symmetry flower or irregular symmetry. We can see it in Kannabina. This is about a asymmetric flower. Yes. So, and symmetry, the arrangement of floral organs over thalamus will be called as symmetry. Based on this arrangement, the flower can be described into three categories: actinomorphic symmetry, zygomorphic symmetry, asymmetric symmetry. Actinomorphic symmetry is otherwise called radial symmetry. Zygomorphic symmetry is otherwise called bilateral symmetry. Asymmetric symmetry is otherwise called irregular symmetry. Example for actinomorphic, CDM, China rose means hibiscus, Datura, mustard are the example for this. Bilateral symmetry, P bean, Cassia, Gulmohar are the example for this. This one, asymmetric symmetry, Kannabina are the example. Asymmetry, actinomorphic symmetry, if you pass the plane of division through the central axis at any direction which divide equally into two equal parts will be called actinomorphic symmetry. Zygomorphic, if we pass the plane of division only through one particular pass or only through particular lane, then only it divides into two equal halves, will be called as zygomorphic symmetry. Asymmetric symmetry, if you pass the plane of division at any direction, it cannot be divided into two equal parts. It will be divided into different pieces. It will be called as asymmetric symmetry. This is about the symmetry. The next, we are going to talk about meracity of a flower. Meracity of a flower. What is meracity? Meracity. Meracity, the number of members of either calyx or corolla, either calyx or corolla over thalamus. The number of members of either calyx or corolla over thalamus will be called as meracity. Based on this number, the meracity will be different types. What are the different types of meracity? First one is trimerous flats. Second one is tetramerous flats. And third one is pentamerous flats. See, example for trimerous, lily, monocot, member, lily. Example for tetramerous, example, brassica, that means mustard. And pentamerous is pea and solanum, brinjal, or the example for pentamerous. Now tриmerous means here the number of members of calyx corolla will be 3 or multiples of 3 over that flower. Multiples of 3 over the flower will be called trimerous, that is seen in lily, monocot member. Tetramerous, the number of members will be 4 or multiples of 4. 4 or multiples of 4 will be called as a tetramerous flower. The number of members of calyx corolla will be 5 or multiples of 5 will be called a pentamerous, that we have seen in this. This is about meracity. The number of members of calyx corolla over thalamus of a flower will be called a meracity. And it can be described into 3 categories: trimerous flowers, tetramerous flowers, pentamerous flowers. Trimerous means the number of members will be 3 or multiples of 3. The tetramerous means the number of members will be 4 or multiples of 4. Pentamerous means the number of members will be 5 or multiples of 5. And examples, right? This is about meracity, right? Understood, right? And the next one is insertion of floral organs based on the position of thalamus. Based on the position of gynoecium. Insertion of floral organs. Insertion of floral organs based on the position of ovary or gynoecium. Right? Based on this, we have 3 categories again. One is called hypogynous flowers. Hypogynous flower. The next one will be perigynous flower. And the next one is epigynous flower. Or of 3 types, epigynous flowers. See, example for this hypogynous are China rose, brinjal, mustard. Or the example for this hypogynous flower. And perigynous flower, PPR, plum, peach, rose are perigynous flower. Epigynous flower examples, here is sunflower, guava, or the example for this epigynous flowers. Epigynous flower. And you can also write a cucurbita. Cucurbita. Or the example for this category. Now, hypogynous flower means, actually in this hypogynous flower, the thalamus will be formed as a ridge shaped structure, and over this ridge shaped structure, the ovary will be occupies this place, and other floral members like calyx, corolla will be in a lower position. They will be arranged from lower position of ovary. So now ovary is a superior. That's why it is a superior ovary. Here we have seen superior ovary. Superior ovary. In hypogynous flower, ovary position is superior over the other floral members. Such flower will be called hypogynous flower. In perigynous flower, the thalamus will be slightly formed as a saucer-shaped structure, and in this, this center part is occupied by the gynoecium, that means ovary, and other floral organs like calyx and corolla will be raised from this side, periphery side. When you pass the plane of division, here the ovary will be occupies half superior or half inferior. Half superior or half inferior. Half inferior in position. Such flower will be called perigynous flower. And whereas epigynous flower means when you pass the ear, almost the thalamus will form a deep cup shaped structure. Within this deep cup shaped structure, there is a ovary completely will be inside, and the other floral organs will be occupy superior position. Other floral organs superior, ovary is inferior completely. So here we have inferior ovary. Here we have seen inferior ovary. Such flower will be called epigynous flower. Here ovary is inferior, total inferior. Here is half superior, half inferior ovary we can see. Here in hypogynous flower, superior ovary can be seen. So these are about insertion of floral organs based on the position of pistil or ovary.